Hello everybody and welcome back to Cities Skylines, where we have, in the last episode, pretty thoroughly solved our traffic issue over here, and by extension, our death spiral over here, so that's very good. We do require some more residential, and we're going to put some of that in over here. I'm a little bit concerned about traffic throughput over here. We will come back to that and probably do some more mass transit here fairly soon. That's pretty required, but at this point I have run the simulation a little bit longer, as you can see by the fact that this is largely cleaned up. I did a tiny bit of additional lane work like we did in the last episode, but nothing too major. So our major issues right now, as far as traffic go, is primarily this situation here, but I believe that will clean up. And we probably want to put in at least a third lane here. I would love for this to end up being a highway, but I'm pretty sure that gives space already occupied. Okay, so if we were to do that, we would need to remove this section here and try to rebuild it, but I'm not sure exactly how viable that will be. Okay, that gives space already occupied, but we can do this and connect it in like that. Okay, so if we do that, then that would allow us to take, we need to get under here. There we go. That would allow us to take this lane here, and then this lane can go here or here, like that. But I don't really like this corner. So we're going to take this corner out and redo that a bit. So we're going to make this have a gentler curve and come down a bit more like that. So that's now just straight line. And then we will have this come out like so. So in that case, we need to come in here. Nope, it's still not working. There we go. And this can turn here, or it can go straight. There's no merge in here. So all of these just go straight on through, like that. Now we're going to have to redo our laning here, and that's okay, because this is obviously broken. So let's take a quick look at that. We'll delete this. That was page down, not delete. We'll delete that. There we go. And we will run that there. It can also go here, or it can go straight. Actually, no. I changed my mind. That was page down again. Delete. There we go. This can turn here, or it can turn here. This can go straight, or it can turn here. This can go straight only. And we may want to allow this to turn here, and this to turn here, like that. Okay. So let that recalculate a bit, and this should flow a lot better, in theory. Yeah, by and large, this is definitely cleaning up. Fantastic. Okay, any other major traffic issues we need to think about? Well, yes. There is still this situation down over here. And how do we want to handle that? We could simply make this road larger. That would require a pretty hefty overhaul of various things. So I'm not sure how realistic that is. I would like it to be this road here if we're going to do that. So that would end up becoming like a 6-lane road. Like one of these guys. And, I mean, that wouldn't fit there. So we'd have to redo this corner. That's not the end of the world. This up here is the section that I think would be fairly complicated to redo. That would be fine going in here. And we could have this go to a 3-lane one-way, which is fundamentally a highway. So that would end up coming out this direction, but that's all needing to be rebuilt if we're going to do that. Okay. But this definitely needs to be taken care of. We have a bit of a job shortage down over this way, and that's probably because we just had a lot of people die. That's not hugely shocking. I'm going to zone a little bit more residential over here, but overall, it should be fairly dealt with as we get this repopulated over this way. So that should be fine. We're going to proceed for the moment, but I do want to address this situation here. It's obviously problematic. Just a traffic light there would likely help. Looking at the broad flow of traffic, we could have this be the outlet and this be the inlet. So for temporary sake, this wouldn't change the number of lanes, right? But for temporary sake, we can have this go this direction. Now this has to be two-way, which is awkward, but that's attached to our cargo harbor there. So this would go in like that, and then this would go like so. And that would get flipped around. Okay. So now we would have more lanes going this way and more lanes going... Well, it's the same number of lanes, but it would be a little bit more like this. I really don't like the fact that this has to be bidirectional. And I feel like that kind of ruins this plan overall. So I'm going to move this back to being the way it was. And I think we're going to go back to that original concept of making this a larger thoroughfare, at least up to this point here, where it splits off into the tunnel. So I think that's going to be what we end up doing here. And that is going to require this firehouse to be moved. That is acceptable. We could move that here. Okay. And then this would get upgraded like so. Now this curve has to be redone, and we will do so. So we don't want to be underground. There we go. And we will bring this in freeform. No, I'm still on demolish. We'll bring this in freeform like that. Okay. And then this would get upgraded all throughout here. That's apparently slope too steep. We'll take this intersection back and see if that is causing it. What do we got here? Yes, that was causing it. Okay. So that would upgrade like so. And then I'm just thinking here about how I want to handle this. We can take this tunnel out of here for now. There we go. Took 3 clicks to actually get there. Now we can upgrade that, and then we can go to the tunnel, which is... I believe that's bidirectional. Okay, and then we can take that up over just like that. Okay. I'm not sure how helpful that'll be. We're going to have some stoplights here. Yeah, this is a stoplight. This does not need to be a stoplight. So I'm going to have this be priority, and then this will simply yield for the time being. Down here, we do not want this to be a stoplight necessarily, or this. Okay. We'll have that yield here and here. Okay. And now let's do a little bit of lane work. We can also think about upgrading this underground. That may not be the worst concept either. We know that this tunnel can get upgraded. This kind of can't right here, which is awkward. But I think that's because of this. Well, let's just leave this as it is right here for now. Okay. We'll need to do some lane work here for sure. And this will likely be a problem for us. So this can go here. It can go here. Or here. Or here. These all merge down into a single lane. And I do fully expect this to be a bottleneck for us. Absolutely. We'll come back to that. And let's see what we can do here. I mean, these all just go straight into their same lanes. We'll set that up explicitly because it seems to run better when we do explicitly set these up. So we'll just go ahead and do so. There we go. And then this intersection here. This can turn. It can also go here. But I want this to be straight only. Like this. Okay. This could theoretically turn here. It could also theoretically turn here. Those are the only 2 locations that can go. And then all 3 of these, well, this one could go here. I don't want them crossing over to here. So then this would expand out into these 2 lanes. And this would go straight, like that. Okay. So then down here, we would have a very similar sort of thing. That can cross there. This can go here, or it can go here. This goes purely straight, and this goes purely straight. This expands out into 2 lanes, and that's straight, like so. Okay. Is this traffic lighted? Yes. We'll need to get rid of that. And put this back onto yield here and here. Cool. I don't suppose this is traffic lighted up here. No, they're just stopping there for some reason. We'll mark that priority. They're still stopping. So when I've had this in the past, it seems like we just need to destroy this and rebuild it. Which unfortunately... Well, I'm actually going to get rid of that as well. And we're going to bring this up the old-fashioned way. That means that we're going to have to redo those sections. It seems to just be a game bug, which makes me sad. But there we go. We'll do something kind of like this. Get that rebuilt. And now this power isn't connected. That is fine. We'll connect it like so for now. Okay. So we're going to have to redo these lanes, which is very, very sad. But it'll be fine. That was the wrong button. We're going to redo this. This can turn here. It can also turn here. And then this can turn here. It can also turn here. And then we expand out. Or rather, that just goes straight, like so. And then these just go straight. Well, yes and no. This could also theoretically turn here. It could, in theory, turn here as well. But I don't know that I like that option. But we'll let that go for the time being, and hope that we now don't have stops up here. Did this break the lanes over this way? Yes. Yes, it did. So this expands out into 3 lanes. Again, I expect this bottleneck to be a pretty major problem here. As we merge these 3 into 1 lane, I do fully expect that to be an issue. If we have sufficient traffic going that way. We'll see how that goes. Okay, did that put any stoplights back in? It does automatically stoplight some of this stuff. No. Cool. Okay. I'm just looking at the flow of traffic here right now. Oh, this lane is messed up. Okay, so we need to set up these lanes. This lane can go here. It should also be able to go straight. This lane can go straight, and this lane can go straight. This lane would ideally want to turn in here. In theory, it might also want to do this. Or come in here. This lane would basically be just that. And then this would go up over here. This lane could go straight, or it could come in here, like that. Okay. That is instantly flowing quite a lot better. With the possible exception of these side streets. We'll let that run for a little bit, and we'll come back to that and check in on that in a little while. Okay, so we do need more commercial, allegedly. Let's go ahead and get a little bit of that. We will zone this over this way. Now, our park did hit level 2, and I don't want that zoned right now. But our park did hit level 2, so we can definitely expand our park, and that is something that I'm going to do. I want to continue to level it up. Let's see here. We unlocked the piggy train. We unlocked the carousel. Or no, we have the carousel, don't we? That's this guy. Yes. We have the carousel, so we unlocked the piggy train and the rotating teacups. Cool. For now, I'm not going to be too concerned about the layout of this or where these go. I just want to get our park leveled up a bit. So we're just going to put these in here for right now. Okay. There we go. A lot of Twitter to get rid of here. Perfect. I'm also going to demolish a little bit of these abandoned buildings. Now, that's primarily because of lack of customers, which is fully expected in this area right now. That's deeply unsurprising. Okay. And over here, we have a lack of workers, which is why we're seeing that. So that all just means that we need more residential. And we're working on that. That is underway right now. Let's check in on this intersection. Okay. So this intersection seems to be fine. This one is not. We're going to have to do some lane work here as well. So this lane can go here, or it can go straight. This lane is purely straight, as is this one. This lane can go here, or... Actually, it can go straight as well. And actually, I've messed this up. Unfortunately, we have to start it all over just because of the way that this works. I want this lane to be a turn lane like so, or it just continues straight on. This lane goes straight, as does this one. And then we bring this on down like so. As far as this one goes, this is basically our dedicated tunnel lane. Although, yeah, this is our dedicated tunnel lane. This one can only go straight, and these two lanes merge down. I expect this to be a bottleneck. We'll see if that ends up being the case, but we cannot upgrade this street. Period, end of story, because it's attached to the harbor. It's just literally not allowed by the game. We cannot make that to be any higher throughput there. Okay. I feel like these probably do need traffic lights. Let's put that in on those two intersections. These intersections are very close together. We may want to think about having them be a little bit more spaced out. Potentially. I would like to... Oh, this road is no longer connected up over here. That used to be connected. We should probably go ahead and connect that, bringing this in. I would love it to come in up here at this intersection. I don't know how realistic that is. Let's see. That's distance too short there. Okay, we can do that. Beautiful. Okay, so as far as our laning over here goes then, we should definitely allow this to turn in here. This can move straight across. And then this can turn in here, like that. Cool. Now, of course, this is no longer connected again, and we're definitely going to need to reconnect that up. Honestly, I'm just going to remove this section over here, and we'll rerun this directly over like that on the water. Okay. And as far as zoning over here goes, let's rezone this. I'm going to de-zone this area. This goes back to being trees up here. And then this is all trees. And then we will zone this offices. Okay. That's interesting. Yeah, so we need to move traffic over here. There we go. Now it's moving. Fantastic. So that's mostly just a stoplight. Is our throughput high enough here? Oh, this lane looks like it's messed up. It's not. We just have some weirdness going on here. Okay. Lane 1 and 2 should be... Okay, we can't do that. The lane is disabled because we created lane connections by hand. I think this is just a display bug, but I'm going to actually delete this, and we'll try it again, because I don't like the display bug. So this can go straight. Yeah, that must be a display bug, but I'm going to get rid of it. I don't like those markers on there. I don't know if that's actually causing us any issues with the... Oh, this is highway. I don't know if that's actually causing us any issues with the pathfinding, but it might be, and I don't want to risk it. So we're going to bring that in, and we're going to recreate these lane connections by hand. We're going to do this here. This can also go straight. This can go straight. This can turn here or go straight. This can turn here or go straight. This can also go straight, or it can turn here. I did not mean for it to go there. And unfortunately, that means we have to start it over. That makes me sad. That can go... Boy, that likes to flip around a bit. That can go there. It can go here. It can also go here. There we go. So this only goes straight. Like that. This can go here. It can also go straight. And then this goes up over here. It goes here, and then also straight. Kind of like that. And then this can turn here. It can go here, or it can go here. Crossing as few lanes of traffic as possible. That car was just parked there, but now it's figured it out. Once again, those are all marked as turn-only lanes. So are some of these. I think this is bugged. I think it's just a visual bug. So I'm not going to be too concerned about that. I am concerned about the amount of traffic in this intersection. So we need to figure out where most of it is going. And I think it's mostly going to the cargo hubs. I'm quite certain about that. Yeah. So that needs some work. Let's see what happens if we get rid of the traffic lights. I don't necessarily believe that that will solve the problem. Let's see what we've got here. Hello, pause menu. That is flowing better. It's cleaning up on this road. Is this road cleaning up? I feel like it is. Broadly. Okay, let's check in on our highway. That's still running smoothly. Fantastic. We need more residential, so let's go ahead and get a little bit of that. Zoning up through, like, here. And then we'll zone this as well. Cool. A little bit more residential there. Okay, so we have a crime issue up over here. Let's go ahead and put in a police station, although we do have one literally right here. Oh, that's a fire station. I was in the wrong one. Police. Yeah, our police HQ is down here. We should probably think about having one, like, up over this way. There. Cool. So put some police in there. How are we doing on our jail's availability anyway? We're actually doing fine. We don't need a jail. Although we maybe should build one, just to be on the safe side. So we could put a prison on one of these islands. It doesn't have to be near anything. So we can put a prison there. And there we go. Fantastic. Out in the middle of nowhere, right next to our solar power plant. Perfect. Okay, let's check in on this intersection now that this simulation has had a little bit of time to run. This street is still extremely high traffic, and we may want to consider upgrading that. This waste transfer facility would need to be emptied and moved in order for that to happen, as would this one. Okay, this guy is now empty, and we will relocate it to be just slightly further south, like that. There we go, and we will unempty it. Cool. We're going to need to move this crematorium as well. We'll just move that a bit south. Anything else along here? That's not one of our things. Okay. This is currently 0% full. But our garbage trucks are still in use. Emptying has finished. Okay. So let's go ahead and relocate that. And once again, we're just going to move it slightly south. Okay. And now I would like to upgrade this street here. So we're going to do so. This should be a pretty simple upgrade process here. Okay. We'll need to rezone this area. Easy enough. Done. Oh, this street isn't connected. That is something that we do want, and we will just run that in over here, I guess, and get that zoned in. I don't expect that to create huge traffic issues, but we'll see. Okay, and now we're going to need to do some laning over here. So we're going to delete this lane setup, and this is going to be a dedicated turn lane. These two are going to go straight. This is going to be a dedicated turn lane, with these two also going straight. Okay. This dedicated turns here. This dedicated turns here. Where does this lane go? Maybe to here? And also down this way. Like that. Okay. Is that everything? I think so. Now this should be fairly fine as is, I think. There we go. And that's all zoned up. Looks good. It'll take a little bit of time for those structures to be rebuilt, but that's fine. Cedric Miller Avenue is now a lot higher throughput. Did this automatically get a stoplight? No, it did not. Good. Did any of these automatically get stoplights? All of them did. Let's get rid of those, because I feel like that is, strictly speaking, unnecessary. Okay. We may or may not require huge amounts of work on this road to get our lanes set up properly. I think, broadly speaking, traffic will be low enough to handle that. Okay. This is reasonably unsurprising to me here. I wouldn't mind getting another cargo harbor down over, like, this way. That would be ideal. We could think about removing, like, this section of road. I'm not sure if that's enough space, but we could try that and put in another cargo harbor down over this way. I do think that that would help reduce the load up over here. So let's go ahead and put in a harbor here-ish. Maybe try to link it into there. No, that's not going to work. So something kind of like this. Now, unfortunately, this road here is not going to be able to connect here. We're going to have to curve it over like that. Okay. And then we'll make this section up here be trees. There we go. And then this section will be offices. And I want this to be trees as well. There we go. Okay. Wait, that's a harbor. What am I doing? Get rid of that. I wanted that to be a cargo harbor. Okay. So a cargo harbor would go right here, but we're going to have to get rid of this section of road, I believe. Apparently we can't come out from underground right now. There we go. Okay. So a new cargo harbor goes in over here. And that space already occupied. So we're going to need to get out of here. There we go. And take this back out of there. I can't believe I built the wrong harbor. I'm dumb. Cargo harbor goes in here-ish. I don't know about that angling. Yeah, that space already occupied there. So we're going to have to take that section out and loop this up and around. Actually, that could come in like that. And then that can come in like so. That can come in like so. That kind of works. Actually, yeah, that works pretty well. So then this would be zoned office, as with that little bit there. And then the rest of this would be zoned tree. Like that. Hypothetically. Okay. That should relieve the strain on this cargo harbor. In theory. Well, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and next episode, we will continue to level up the JJ Gamer Park, and also deal with some of these other issues, like, this is still lack of customers, I believe? Yes, that's still lack of customers, so that is something that we will definitely work on. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time when we deal with this problem. The recycling center's pollution is almost certainly causing this. See you all next time. What am I doing? A very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including Casserole, Sigma162, JJ Gamer, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Video Games Are Not Real, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.